Hello everyone, this is the Scientific Investor with you guys. Welcome to my channel. In this channel, I will be sharing information pertaining to investing, trading of cryptocurrencies, digital assets, and yes, other assets like gold, silver, and all. However, I would like to say that most of my portfolio is allocated to XRP, but yes, I do trade other assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, gold, silver, as I said in the initial. Now about digital currencies, I've been into digital currencies from not early, late 2017. Yes, I was there during the dramatic run up, but believe me, I didn't make much profit because during that time I was a newbie and I was just opening a position and closing it on a daily basis. So say I'll open a position in the morning, I see 5-10% profit. I was really happy. I used to take that profit out and I just repeated the same till the early 2018 when the price started going up. At that particular point I realized I'm not at the correct position. Say my average per XRP was 2.8 or $3 per XRP during that time. And as you all know, from that time the price crashed and it's coming down, down, down. And recently, yeah, we've been consolidating and making a bottom. Hopefully, I believe that. Now, during the crash, it's really hard to stay motivated, and many of the YouTube channels help me to be motivated and broaden my knowledge levels in investing, gaining more attention towards the crypto, what the companies are doing, what the projects are, the adoption is moving on, and all. So some of the channels which inspired me is Alex Cobb's channel, Digital Asset Investor, Thinking Crypto, Kevin Cage, Crypto Airy, Crypto Revolution, and others. These guys actually provide exceptional contents and I'm inspired by them. So this is my new channel based on more information. Along with those guys, I will also providing some of the scientific side of investing, then geopolitical scenarios and opinions of experienced investors. When I say experience, it will be like say Howard Marks, Robert Kiyosaki, Jim Rogers, just to name few. You know, these guys have been there for decades and they have seen a lot of market cycles. Yes, that's not digital asset market cycle, it's traditional market, but I believe the price fluctuation happens mostly based on the human psychology. So yeah, we'll talk about it later. I won't get you guys bored much. I'll jump into the newses. So first, before that, when we look at today's cryptocurrencies, we see more or less no movement. It's kind of a price stagnation. When we see Bitcoin, it's the same to Ethereum, XRP, no much movement. But if we look at those coins from its all-time highs, yeah, Bitcoin actually gained from its bottom. We all know that it went to 3,000. Now it's back up about 9,000. So yeah, it performed well. And the same about Ethereum, it was around 80, 85, and it reached back around 350, so it was good. Just XRP is not doing well in this particular time frame, but I hope in a longer time frame it will gain more. So we'll leave that there and jump into the news. So the first one is about Ethereum. This particular writer is suggesting that Ethereum may be gearing up for a bullish movement as the volume in its on chain is decreasing. So when next volume come up, hopefully he says the price may be fluctuating up. Now I'll be actually attaching these links within the description so that guys can go through that, because I believe the heading is covering most of the information which we need as retail investors. We don't have to go into that particular depth. Now the next one is Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, is saying XRP is useful because they are pointing their fingers towards MoneyGram because they are using it on the real time from USD to Mexican peso. They are using that to change the fiat to fiat But I remember some time back, some of the traditional investors from financial side, they were saying, no, no one is going to use XRP. But now, as we can say, it is being used. Now, the next news is an analyst is actually saying that the price of XRP, they're actually showing Ripple, but I believe it's uh, XRP is going to move higher as its transaction volume, it's all-time highs. It's almost near the all-time high and is more than 50% of all the cryptocurrency transactions. I'll actually link all these information in the data description. Now, as we can see, the XRP investors holding on tight as data reveals devotion to Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and fiat currency. So that's just the news connecting it. I believe all the coins so that it come up in the search as well. So if we see that 96% of XRP traders are long, so that's actually based from daily FX IG. If you look at the same, I think in eToro, another exchange, almost 100% of XRP traders are long in that particular exchange. Now, this is a technical analysis showing you multiple moving averages and price fluctuation. And as we can see, it's moving in a channel here, and currently we are at the bottom of that channel. So if we bounce off as we are, we can move up high till 0.3435. I think there is a overhead resistance there, but this particular writer is pointing out that we may move up to 0.37. Now let's look at the charts, what it's indicating. So this is a long time frame chart for XRP. It's a daily chart, and the view is actually zoomed out so that I can show you guys about the pattern. Yeah, the pattern which I'm going to show you has been highlighted previously by Mr. Level Up in his channel, but what I would like to show you guys is the three peaks here, then it came all the way down, and here was a fake out here, and almost similarly we had a fake out here. We didn't actually move up, we came below, now we are moving up. In the same we have here a head and shoulder. If we zoom in, we can see that there was a head and shoulder pattern which actually bounced up. The volume came in and the price fluctuated up high, and currently if we see where we are now, it's not actually that similar, but more or less it's similar. If you guys, yeah, almost all of the guys know, the history doesn't repeat itself, it rhymes. So I believe it's we are making the bottom and we may move up, because if we just look at a Wykoff method, science based on that, this particular item actually states that, you see, it has different phases while it is consolidating before it is taking up high. As the price crashed down, it is consolidating, then it is moving up high. So if we see this and just close our eyes and open it back with XRP's weekly chart, a little bit zoomed in version, we can see almost similar way. Because if we compare it here, we can see the SC, then ST is a bit lower than that. So if we see we have an SC here, then ST is a bit lower than that. Now the price went up, as we can see here, the price went up, then it is consolidating and there is a spring, then the retest. So if we look here, we got that spring, and now a retest is, I believe it's successful, because this is a long shaved candle, bullish candle. So I believe it's closed above that, but here we have overhead resistance. So if we manage to move above 0.3 to 0.5, I believe yes, there is enough room to reach around 0.48. Because if we look at the same in our daily scenario, we can see there is a diamond pattern forming in. If we see that, we have a diamond pattern. Hopefully you guys can actually understand what I'm trying to point out. So that's a diamond pattern, and mostly when you guys get such a diamond pattern, the range or expected target is the length of this diamond, so it comes somewhere around zero point 0.4 to zero point 0.6. If that happens, hopefully in 3 or 4 weeks, I hope the price can move there. Yeah, of course, this is not a financial advice, this is just my opinion. Now looking at the chart for ether. Now this is a weekly chart for ether, and I'm sure the reason I'm showing this is, if you guys combine the volume and MACD, you can see that in the weekly MACD, you can see there is gonna be a cross. And most of the time when there is a cross in just 2 to 3 weeks, we see higher movement, price moves high. So here in ether, it's not yet crossed, it's going to be crossed. So say in a couple of weeks it may happen. But if we look at the same for XRP, just taking in the MACD, there's a little bit difference in that. It's already crossed. Yeah, the color is a bit shady. I'll change the color for you guys so it'll be easy to understand. If you zoom in, you can already see that the cross in weekly for XRP is already happened, and it just bounced off. In a weekly candle, it's having a high. So hopefully the price fluctuation this time, I personally believe that XRP will lead the odds. Now looking at Bitcoin, yeah, we can see that it's moving inside ascending channel, and at present it's at the top. So if we don't break this channel up high, then yeah, there is room to come back down till around 6,900 or 7,000, which is the previous. You can see the support here at this area. So yeah, it can come here. This is cryptocurrencies, we can't actually predict anything. But if we cross here, if we manage to cross high, then retest the bottom and go up, then we can see further highs for the year. Because if we look the Bitcoin in weekly chart, we can see that the MACD is kind of bottoming out, but there is still room, so the price can move a bit down. But hopefully it will be moving upside. So if we again look back to the price overview in Coin Paprika, the site which I'm using, yeah, it's actually a friendly site if you guys are comparing it with Coin Market Cap or so on. So now, yeah, back to XRP. As a XRP holder, I believe we have a lot to move up high, so the price fluctuations can happen, or hopefully it's not can, it will happen. Just the time frame is concerning. But if we look at the long time frame, as I just showcased here, we are seeing a bottom here, and same we are getting a bottom here. So if we just neglect this part, we can see there is a rounded bottom coming up. So most of the time the rounded bottoms are showing a reversal pattern, and at this particular time we are also getting a diamond pattern, which is also a trend reversal pattern. So hopefully that's the information for today, and that's the scientific investor signing off. Next time I will be coming up with some of the scientific part of trading, like the market cycles, how we can analyze that, and some of the opinions from Howard Marks, Robert Kiyosaki, and all. So I'll see you guys on the next video, as this is my new channel. If you guys like the content I'm providing, please like and subscribe the channel. That supports the channel. Thank you.